Now to a story breaking overnight. The violence between Israel and the Islamic militant group Hamas in Gaza is not letting up. An Israeli airstrike on a house in Gaza City this morning killed at least 10 people, some of them children. That's the highest number of fatalities in a single attack since the conflict began less than a week ago. And while most of the most intense assaults have been in Gaza and southern Israel, a much wider offensive is taking shape. Imtiaz Tyab is in Tel Aviv with the latest. Imtiaz, good morning.
Jeff, everyone, good morning. Just as we were preparing to get on air, sirens started blaring over Tel Aviv, and we had to run into a nearby bunker. We could then hear Israel's Iron Dome system intercept rockets coming in from Gaza. But of course, in Gaza, the bombardment by the Israeli military continues in a way we've never seen before.
Israel's air and ground assault on Gaza continues with a ferocity unlike anything seen before. Overnight, several areas of the densely populated Palestinian territory, home to 2 million people, were pounded in strikes, wreaking havoc. This father clutches the lifeless body of his child, screaming, "What has this baby ever done?" Across Gaza, and more horror as the death toll surges to nearly 140, including 39 children. While in Israel, another night of incoming Hamas rocket fire. So far, 9 Israelis have been killed, including a 5-year-old. Governments around the world are pushing hard for a ceasefire. Mark Regev, a senior advisor to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, says there's no chance.
We think a premature cessation of hostilities only plays into Hamas's strategy.
So you have refused?
We are not ready for a ceasefire that allows Hamas time to regroup, rest, and then to attack us again tomorrow or next week.
In East Jerusalem, where this all began, a night of intense confrontations between Palestinian protesters and Israeli forces. While in the occupied West Bank, similar scenes as hundreds of Palestinians took to the streets against Israel's provocations in Jerusalem and its assault on Gaza. On Friday alone, 10 Palestinian protesters were killed in the clashes with Israeli soldiers. It's hard to imagine there's a potentially more serious crisis unfolding in the background of all this unrest. But across Israel, in mixed Arab and Jewish cities, there's been several nights of horrific communal violence.
With the Israeli-Palestinian peace process virtually non-existent and this violence seeming to just spiral out of control, the concern now is this could all lead to an intifada, or Palestinian uprising, which could open up a very dark new chapter in this already long conflict. Dana.
Imtiaz, thank you.